Well, howdy, all you rugged western frontier gunslingers in the podunk backwaters of Webtown, and welcome to another Indie Wednesday here on Crypto Comics. Woohoo! Today we head out on a wagon train to the weird west of Blue Whistler Comics. This here is 2017's Outrider, Volume 1. A post-apocalyptic western springing from the science fiction-soaked minds of writers Stevie, McNamara, and Damon, featuring the art of Joseph Gay, better known as SickJoe on DeviantArt. You better watch out for him. He's wanted far and wide.
So I instantly loved the cover to this first issue of Outrider and was excited to take a look inside. Upon doing so, I was quickly relieved to discover that the interior art matched it. Sometimes you'll find interior art that is radically different from the cover, like we saw with Manuel Martin's artwork on The Salve issue 1 in last week's Indie Wednesday. When it's imagery that's as unique and radically different from the cover as Manuel's work was on The Salve, it can be a welcome surprise. But sometimes in the world of independent comics, you'll be left with grave disappointment when you find a less experienced penciler handling the interior art chores. Granted, the only way to learn your craft is through practice, but I myself much prefer pleasant surprises to the feeling of being duped by the old bait and switch. If you're learning your craft as an artist, that's great, but make sure that it's reflected in the cover until you've reached a certain level of skill that complements your cover artist. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that one bit with Stevie McNamara and Damon Hurd's Outrider, Volume 1. Because SickJoe brings his artistic silence to not just this beautiful cover, but to each and every page of this weird western. Let's take a look inside at the post-apocalyptic world these three independent creators have crafted for our enjoyment.
Why couldn't I just stay home today? Hold the line! I hate harvest season. Fire! That was close. Shame, but they know better. Or should. Oh, no, you don't. Harvest season. The cycle of attack and defend. We reap, they raid, we repel, they die. At this point, it's tedious, routine. I'm tired of killing hungry people. Did you really think you'd get away, outsider? You know, today was supposed to be my day off.
Ugh. You smell like a horse, Sheriff. Rather, a horse's hindquarters.
Apologies, Regent. I was a bit busy. Apparently you couldn't hear all that gunfire and dying from your golden palace.
Well, freshen up, Sheriff. A lady shouldn't smell as you do.
Right away, Regent. Must have forgotten my place. Something I can help you with, sir?
The prisoner. He's to be transferred to re-education immediately. Unless there's a problem, Sheriff, make it happen.
Tea? I'm sure you're thirsty. Fine. Suit yourself.
Help! Somebody help!
Sorry about that. Too easy.
Hilarious. Ask your damn questions and just send me back to the mines already.
Mines? I don't follow.
Heh. You must be the good sheriff.
Deputies told me you escaped re-education. I don't know what impression you're under, but that's where you're going back to.
Re-education? Huh. If only. I'll pass on your little propaganda camp, lady. I'm past that now. See here?
What does it mean?
This? Seventh cut. Marrow. Get it?
Clever wordplay, but I don't know what this has to do with...
About 7 days southwest. I'm surprised you don't know, seeing as how your compadres are the ones running it. Must be real low in the pecking order around here.
Might be that I am. But I ain't the one in shackles, am I?
I reckon so. I might be a sandworm to you, missy, but at least I ain't ignorant.
Instead of resorting to insults, why don't you sack up and talk?
Fine. Re-education? It ain't real, see? Anyone they can't brainwash ends up slaving away in the mine. Bang! Sheriff, I gave you an order. You can flounce around all you want, but when I give an order, I mean for you to obey.
Yes, Regent.
Deputy Flint, take this man to re-education processing immediately. Yes, Regent. I suggest you remember your place. And quickly, Sylvana.
A reflection of the goddess herself. Oh, Squirt, is that you? Sil? Brother. Clemency, you're not under arrest. It's Brother Clemency now, Sheriff Savannah. Oh, sorry, Clem. Forgot you're the order now. Not a problem. Is there something I can help you with? Can you exile Mercy? You know I can't. Sarcasm, Clem. Brother Clemency. Sure. Something's not right here. How so, Sheriff? Caught a raider today. Might be nothing. But Mercy really wanted him processed. Like, immediately. That seems normal. It isn't. Normally I'd question them. Learn more about attacks, spies. Maybe this raider was close to salvation, Sheriff. We can't presume to know the will of Lurie. Maybe not. Still, he kept going back to slaves in some mining camp. Clement, at first I thought he was brain-baked from being in the lawn. But something about him. I can't shake this feeling. Sheriff, which do you serve? The law or the people? I can't answer that. Sure you can. Lurie teaches us that in times of moral conflict, we must seek out the truth. Even if it means the council is running some sort of secret slave operation down south. Even more so, those at the highest echelons of rule must live in the example set by the great goddess. It's that simple, Sheriff. That it is. Thanks, Clem. I'll see you around. Guess I have a trip to take. Okay, Sil. You can do this. Hello. I've been sent by the council to check on a special inductee. Good evening. On behalf of the esteemed council. No, you moron. Hi. I think I'm supposed to check in on a new guy?
Evening, Sheriff. Sorry, but access is restricted to council members only.
Oh, thank you.
Stop, you coward. Good evening, Sheriff. May the divine bless your bountiful harvest.
And you as well, brother. I'm looking for Brother Clemency.
Brother Clemency. He's in the library, madam, as always.
Thank you, brother. Great goddess. First time, Sheriff? That obvious? I've been digging, thanks to you. There's all this stuff. Sorcerers of old, traveling caravans who farm the desert, cave monsters. Monsters? Yes, all this fantastical stuff. Mythos mostly, but also something about deep pits in the earth with magical minerals. And divine phenomena when one prays at the feet of a triclone. Shh! Sorry. So, what does it all mean? It means I'm coming with you. Bluebirds singing in the cherry tree. Honeybees buzz around flower leaves. Red fox sneak around a chicken farm. The real love close to my heart.
More raiders, Sheriff?
Just a little trip, Flint. Don't worry your pretty little head.
That's comforting.
Where? Southwest. 14 days. 16 if there's a storm. I trust you'll keep the peace?
I suppose. Since Sheriff's not here to make sure we don't shoot our faces off.
Okay there, Clem? Brother Clemency. Right. Ready? As much as I can be. You know, I've been reading. Save for the trip, Clem.
Deputies? Regent? Regent? How may I help you, sir? Brother Clemency.
Oh, he's gone, sir.
Gone?
Yes, sir. Something about a pilgrimage.
Where?
Southwest. But don't worry, Regent. He's taking Sheriff Savannah with him for protection.
Regent, can I help you? Where is she?
Well,
Deputy, please inform me of the sheriff's whereabouts.
She said Southwest, sir. Went with another brother.
Short, bookish fellow?
Yes, Regent. I don't know much, but he seemed pretty excited about the trip.
Deputy, assemble 5 of your compatriots. We ride
At dawn. Dawn, sir.
To the maps, which are probably outdated. We've got about 8 days of travel. That's a lifetime out here, Clem. Clemency. Brother Clemency.
Sure.
Is that necessary?
Scared, Clem?
Forget it. And yes, for my face.
Tamp down, brother. I've been doing this for 13 seasons.
Has it been that long?
Just about. I'll have 27 seasons soon.
You're right. Great goddess. Seems like last season you were setting the lecture hall ablaze.
Ablaze? You're such a bookworm. Besides, it was tactics class.
I don't think Brother Redemption's hair was a threat, Sheriff.
Not now. Bang, bang! Bang, 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 bang!
Sheriff?
Okay, you can do this like you trained. 13 summers, Sil. You can do this. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. And fast is deadly. Thank the goddess.
Mother above, Sheriff, that was amazing.
Sil?
Quincy?
Oh my.
And this has been The Outrider, Volume 1, by Stevie McNamara, Damon Hurd, and artist SickJoe. As you gunslingers in the dusty mud hole of Webtown can see, McNamara, Hurd, and SickJoe have developed an interesting post-apocalyptic society that includes religious themes I was totally not expecting in this Weird West tale. There's a nice blend of science fiction, religion, government corruption, and frontiersmanship in this first issue of Outrider to give it the potential to stand apart from other stories with similar Western themes. My only complaint about the writing is that I wish there was a bit more of it. Because this is a somewhat complicated world requiring a bit more understanding to really wrap your mind around as a reader, I could have used a bit more world-building exposition. Similar to the Indie Wednesday review we did of Necromancer Tombstone Blues. You can check that out in the Indie Comics playlist. I feel the characters, in particular Brother Clemency, has a lot to say without saying anything. The relationship between him and the female sheriff is unclear, as are the religious beliefs these people seem to subscribe to, beyond it being goddess worship. As a reader, it would have been beneficial to better understand the world I'm entering, why its people believe what they do, and how it came to be this way. You don't have to reveal all of it, but enough to better understand the power dynamics and motivations of the characters, which I was still not quite clear on at the conclusion of issue 1. My real complaint about Outrider is the placement of the lettering. It's all over the place. Dialogue bubbles should flow one to the next naturally, no different than the panels do. The order in which I was meant to read them was a real struggle at times, and there were multiple panels and pages where I had to read through the dialogue just to understand how it was supposed to properly flow, then read it again to get the story before moving on to the next panel or page. In a couple of instances, it seemed like it might have been best to just flip the panel so that the positioning of the bubbles would have been laid out appropriately. Alas, this is just one of those things independent comic creators struggle with, same as letterers for the big three. Where do you put those bubbles in boxes so they don't take away from the art, yet still flow one to the next like they're meant to? No different than drawing and writing, it's a skill that takes practice to master. All in all, I enjoyed the world being developed in Outrider and would have read a second issue if one actually existed. Sadly, as you regular viewers of Indie Wednesday have no doubt learned by now, the world of independently published comics is a fickle one indeed. You spend months crafting a single issue, only to release it without much fanfare and for it not to find a home at a smaller publisher. Despite the time, passion, and dedication of Stevie McNamara, Damon Hurd, and SickJoe, Outrider has become one of those orphan children of indie comics who your beloved leader here at Crypto Comics takes in and nourishes back to health like Fezzik did for Inigo and the Princess Bride so that I can share it with all of you beautiful fanboys and girls in Webtown. While Outrider was the sole project released by Blue Whistler Comics and is available to read for free online, myself and the Crypto Knights of the Longbox are happy to give it a voice, many voices, and a fresh home here at Crypto Comics. Now, if you're looking for a story with Weird West elements and a dash of steampunk sprinkled on top, then head over to EnterTheLostLibrary.com and check out The Gaslight Gang, Curse of the Grey Gargoyle. It's an all-ages historical fiction adventure set at the dawn of the Electrical Age and packed full of both eerie mystery and real true history. It's The Gaslight Gang, Curse of the Grey Gargoyle, available in both digital and print versions at enterthelostlibrary.com. And I can tell you that the audiobook version read by yours truly is right around the corner. With that being shilled, if you like this video, shoot your ray gun at that thumbs up button and share it with a friend. If you're new, subscribe and hit that bell down there to receive secret messages I've planted in the future that will help you survive the Western apocalypse. Then saddle up your cybernetic horse and meet me on the river of entertainment to pan for more sequential art gold. Right here at Crypto Comics. Yeehaw!
At the dawn of the electrical age, best friends Ollie, Benny, and Jinshen are more worried about unraveling the mystery of the fire-spewing gargoyle haunting the night skies above their bustling western city than the street lamps lighting their way. When a local electrical pioneer becomes the monster's next target, the 12-year-old boys enlist the help of a knowledgeable newspaper publisher to sort out the secret of the flying menace. Set in the year 1889, the Gaslight Gang, Curse of the Grey Gargoyle, features real figures from American history, as well as the innovative inventions that propelled society forward. Designed to educate while it entertains, The Gaslight Gang is a language-free story suitable for kids between the ages of 8 and 80 years old. Get your copy now in digital or print form on Amazon.com, and remember to sign up for our mailing list at enterthelostlibrary.com.